Please get ready for dictation of transcription number 307 from Sir Kailash Chandra magazine. It is an extract from the speech of the Minister of Information and Broadcasting made in the Lok Sabha on 29th December 1989. 5 seconds to go. Mr. Speaker, Sir, you will notice that we have been at pains to define in some detail the objectives which will guide the corporation in the discharge of its functions. This is necessary to ensure that the aspiration of the people of this country belonging to diverse cultures, languages and religions are fully met in the programming of these two media, so that variegated culture of the country is allowed to evolve, flourish and grow. We have also been conscious of the need for incorporating within the structure of the bill a mechanism which will ensure that the functioning of the corporation is never allowed to stray away from these objectives. It is equally necessary to ensure that the rights and sensibilities of individuals and groups of people which could be hurt by insensitive or biased programming are not allowed to be infringed. It is in this context that a provision has been made for the establishment of a broadcasting council. This council will examine all complaints of unfairness and bias or those relating to programs not being in conformity with the objectives of the corporation. This council will consist of a president who will function whole time. He will be assisted by 10 other part-time members drawn from various walks of life, so that every aspect of programming could be brought under scrutiny. There is also a provision which will enable this council to set up regional councils to cater to regional needs. All senior appointments within the corporation will be made by the Board of Governors and other appointments by recruitment boards to be set up by the corporation under the rules. We have also provided protection to all categories of employees of AIR and Doordarshan, including officers of Indian Information Service working with these organizations. It will be our endeavor to ensure that all employees are treated justly and are provided opportunities to grow and develop in their own fields. I would, however, like to emphasize that the primary objective at all times would be to achieve excellence. The finances of the corporation will be underwritten by the Government of India on the touchstone of public service. Nevertheless, financial autonomy is to be promoted by providing that the Broadcasting Corporation shall have its own funds into which shall be paid broadcast receiver license fees, if any, advertisement revenue, service fees, and other earnings. A provision has been made to make the corporation accountable to the Parliament. Its annual report, incorporating a report by the Broadcasting Council, also will be placed before both the Houses of Parliament to enable this august body to exercise scrutiny, to debate over the manner in which the organization has functioned, and to give the required directions and guidance. Sir, I am grateful to all the parties and their leaders, including the leader of the opposition, for their wholehearted support to the bill, the main features of which have been discussed with them as well as with several experts. Sir, we are conscious that we need to move fast to bring the corporation into being and yet not be hasty in proposing a structure which does not achieve our stated goals. It is in this context that during the next few months, before the bill is actually taken up for consideration, we have planned to encourage different institutions and organizations to hold seminars, debates, and discussions on all aspects of the proposed corporation, in addition to the panel discussions on the two media at various levels. It will be our endeavor to generate a national debate and to benefit from the many suggestions for improvement that will emanate as a result of this debate. We do not have any inhibition on this matter and will incorporate into the bill such suggestions and ideas that further the aims and objectives that we have in mind. If the bill is taken up for consideration and passed around May 1990, it will still take time to draft the rules and regulations, appoint the governors and other functionaries, and place them in position. We shall endeavor to take the consequential steps following the passage of the bill as expeditiously as possible. Even so, the appointed day may be about a year away. In the interregnum, Mr. Speaker, Sir, it is not our intention to be idle or let things proceed as they are today. We are aware that much can be done immediately to ensure impartiality, objectivity, and to give to the media the much needed independence which will enable them to improve the quality of programs. We intend, therefore, to undertake a comprehensive review of the programs being broadcast and telecast by AIR and Doordarshan. We will examine all procedures and reconstitute the various committees involved with programming wherever necessary. New kinds of programs will be considered. For example, we will try to increase the number of current affairs programs and encourage independent producers to make them so that fresh, thought provoking ideas are placed before the audience. As regards television, we will try to make the second channels in 4 metropolitan cities much more likely so that they can provide alternative programs to meet the aspirations of the regional audiences. To ensure that right from now, all this is done through a process which is rooted in the concept of autonomy and independence even before the law is enacted. We propose to immediately set up a compact 5-member board consisting of distinguished persons from the media, from the world of cinema, art and culture, the world of scholarship, agriculture, and rural development to oversee the functioning of AIR and Doordarshan. It must, however, be noted that ultimately it is the persons who direct and run the corporation who will count. The eyes of the entire nation will look to the Board of Governors to see how this goal is achieved. It will be our endeavor, as also the endeavor of my ministry, to provide all possible assistance. Stop.